Naxos Music Library and Naxos Jazz are online music streaming services you can access for free with your Winnipeg Public Library membership. Naxos Music Library features over 150,000 albums containing over 2 million tracks, with more content added regularly. The focus is on classical music, but you can also listen to jazz, pop, rock, and world music. If you're mostly interested in jazz, there's a bigger selection available on Naxos Jazz, which has nearly 20,000 albums and over 200,000 tracks available, with more added all the time. To access these services, go to our website at winnipeg.ca/library. Click on the Databases button. From here, you can click on N, or scroll down the page until you see the Naxos Music Library or Naxos Jazz link. Once you click on the link, you'll be taken to the Naxos website. Enter your library card number and click the Login button. You'll be taken to the main website after a short delay. Naxos Music Library and Naxos Jazz work pretty much the same way. For these demonstrations, we'll be using Naxos Music Library. Let's look at a few different ways to find music. The main part of the home screen has a number of featured albums for you to explore. The New and News tab will show albums that have recently been added to the service. The People tab lists artists and composers alphabetically by last name, plus there's a search box that will let you find a particular composer or artist. Browsing can turn up some surprises. For instance, there's an album full of chamber music covers based on music composed by electronic artist Aphex Twin, which sounds amazing. The Categories tab breaks things down into general categories of music, like orchestral, concerto, opera, choral, etc. If you're a fan of a particular music label, the Labels tab will help you find what you're looking for. At the top right of the page, we find the keyword search bar. You can enter the title of a piece, a composer's name, a style of music, an era of music, or a combination, and you'll get a result list. If you want to be more specific with your search, click the Advanced Search button, and you can specify things like composer, arranger, featured instrument, year of composition, or even the piece's duration. I'll use the regular keyword search to look for Winnipeg Symphony Orchestra. The results list includes a small image of the album cover and some information, including titles, the music label, categories, composers, and artists. I'll click on the first item in the list to get to the album's info screen. Here I can explore information about the album. You can even see PDF images of the original booklet and back cover. If you just want to listen to certain tracks in the album, click the checkboxes in front of the tracks you're interested in and hit the play button. If you want to listen to the whole album, you can hit the play button without selecting any of the tracks. The built-in music player slides out to play your selections. There's a volume control at the bottom. If you want to jump to a particular part of the track, you can click and drag the playhead. There are also controls to play and pause, skip to the next or previous track, to shuffle the playlist, and to put it on repeat. You can select individual tracks directly from the play queue. Click the plus sign to get some extra info on the track. Remove tracks from the queue by clicking on the garbage can icon. You can clear the entire queue by clicking the Clear All button. You can click the Hide Player button and the player will slide over to the side, out of the way but still playing music while you continue to browse. You can get it back at any time by clicking on the note symbol on the right side of the screen. If you click on the Playlists tab, you'll see a few playlists listed along the top. If you click on NML playlists or themed playlists, you'll see quite a few playlists that have been created for you. But if you click on the Winnipeg Public Library playlist, it's empty. Winnipeg Public Library has an institutional subscription to Naxos, and this allows something that Naxos calls member or student accounts. In order to create your own playlists, you'll need to sign up for a member account. To do this, make sure you're in the Playlists tab, then click on Sign Up in the upper right corner of the screen. Enter your name, email address, and password, and click the checkbox that confirms you agree to the terms of use. Click the Register New Account Now button. After submitting the form, you'll receive an email to confirm your registration. Click on the link in the email and your account will be activated. Now you're able to create your own playlists. You can create a playlist within the Playlist tab and add tracks to it while you're browsing, or you can create new playlists on the fly. For example, let's search for music by the Manitoba Chamber Orchestra. I'll click on See Sketches to get to the album page. Select whichever tracks you'd like to add to a playlist, or click Select All to grab the whole album. The plus symbol on the upper right will add them to a playlist. I'll click on the plus symbol next to the playlist option and create a new playlist just for the MCO. I'll leave the author and remarks blank. When I click Save, the album is added to my newly created playlist. Now I can go back to the Playlist tab and see all of my playlists. Clicking on the playlist title lets me edit my playlist by deleting items or click and dragging tracks to new positions. Clicking the play button will clear out any existing play queue and start playing your new list. If you find yourself making a lot of playlists, you can create folders on the left side of the screen and use them to organize all of your lists. Naxos Music Library also offers additional tools and resources to further your musical knowledge. The Resources tab has a musical dictionary, oral training exercises, guided tours through the history of classical music, study guides, and more. Feel free to explore and expand your musical knowledge. Naxos Music Library and Naxos Jazz are also available in app form for Android and iOS devices. Download them from your device's App Store. When you first open the app, you'll be asked to log in using a member account. If you haven't already created a member account, you'll have to do so through the Playlist tab of the Naxos website. You can't create this account with the app. Visit Naxos with your web browser and follow the directions mentioned earlier in this tutorial. The Naxos apps are similar to the website, but there are fewer options. The educational features and advanced search functions are not present, but you can browse categories and use the keyword search, just like on the website. You also have access to the playlists you created on the website, and you can add tracks or albums to existing playlists or create new lists. Fair warning, the app can sometimes run a little slow, especially when opening a new album. The app has one feature that you might find particularly useful, however. Naxos is primarily a streaming service, meaning you need an active internet connection in order to listen to music. However, you can download a track to the app for offline listening by tapping the three dots next to a track listing and selecting Download. Tracks downloaded this way can be found in the playlist area under Offline Content. Downloaded content will be available offline for 30 days. Naxos Music Library and Naxos Jazz offer an amazing selection of music that you won't find on other streaming platforms. We hope you enjoy using this service.